Hello everyone, today I thought I'd introduce my Miss Snowman bears that I did during the Christmas holidays. I know most people are probably familiar with the Kisumi tracksuits, the color-coded ones that I did earlier for my Hirosuke bears also. These color-coded hoodies of snowman are not that well known, since the boys only wore these like 10 minutes during last year Kurie cons, and as far as I know that's the only time they wore those, which is a shame because I really love them. So hopefully they'll be wearing them again sometime, but yeah, that's the first time they wore their own colors, so of course I had to make their outfits from them. So let's see the members. First of all, Sonada is orange, Nozawa is white, Fukka is purple, Iwamoto is yellow, Watanabe is blue, Miyadate is red, Sakuma is pink, and Abe-chan is green. Okay, so first of all, how did I make these bears? When I was in Japan last year, I actually was already planning on making snowman bears, aside from just the Hirosuke bears, but I wanted to make something small since I know I wouldn't really have much space for too many big bears, so these are actually really small ones, as you can see. And they're also the strap kind, so there's a strap on the heads, which is why I also had to make little holes in the hoods so that I could pick this one through it. I bought these bears from Harajuku from a shop called Pink Latte, and originally they were wearing dresses like these. And first of all, of course, I had to find materials for the colored hoodies and decorations, and since there's 8 different colors and Finland kinda sucks when it comes to craft materials, I wasn't really sure what kind of material I should be using for it. So in the end I decided that ribbons for the hood material might be the best choice. And originally I was planning on making the decorations also from them, so the hearts and then the stripes on the sleeves also. But after some while of thinking, I decided that since the ribbon material is really difficult to handle, especially the hearts would probably be quite impossible. So I used glitter colored strings to make those. So these were the kind of ribbons I used first of all. And for example, with Miyadate and Nozawa it was easy because I could find this really large ribbon. So when I made the hood, I only had to use one piece of ribbon for each side of the hood. Like this. Let's see. Here, there's only one line, and otherwise it's the same. Let's see if I can get this off. Here, so it looks really good since there's only 2 pieces. But on the other hand, with everyone else I had to use these slightly smaller ones, so I had to put two of these together to make one side, so 4 pieces altogether. And Abe-chan was the most difficult one because I could only find ribbon like this, which is really thin, so I had to actually use 3 pieces of this for one side, so 6 pieces altogether. So while you can't really see any difference here when the hood is on, when you take this off, then you can see that there are a lot of lines. If you can see there, there's more than one. But since it's inside the hood, even when the hood is open like this, you can't really see it too much. So I tried to keep it as clean as possible, so it still looks nice, even though I had to put many different layers. And with the other ones too, you can't really see, since the front lining shows the same in everyone's hood. Then the decorations with these kind of metallic strings, except for Sanada, because I couldn't find orange in metal color, but this is glowing orange, so it's still okay. It doesn't look too different from the others, at least when looking from a distance. The problem with these metal colors is that the metal color is actually put over this colorless string, so when I had to make the decorations, sometimes the metal color would come off and I had to take a new piece of string again because it was ruined. So it took a lot of time to get all the decorations done. But yeah, the color stuff was the most difficult. Finding the right fabric wasn't really as much, as I just used this kind of slightly elastic fabric. It's not really black, it's really dark blue, but it looks pretty much black, and I thought this was actually better color than the pitch black one for the hoodies. So what else? So basically, when making the hoodies, I first made the hood part, so sewing the inside part together. So with Nosava and Yadate only the 2 pieces, and with everyone else how many pieces were needed. And after that, sewing those with the outer part of the hood, and also making sure to leave the little hole so that I could take this one through it. And I had to use some glue and stuff to make it so that, like you can see here, you can't actually see the white hood part through it. So I tried to make it as clean as possible. The next one was cutting the body pieces, and the original hoodies actually have a zipper, so I made the front piece from 2 different pieces to make it look like there might be a zipper, although of course for something this small I can't really make an actual zipper. So I made the body parts, sew those together, and also the sleeves along with it. So the sleeves also have some ribbing. These were so annoying to try sewing on because these are really tiny, and even though I'm good with doing little stuff, it's still a lot. So yeah, putting the sleeves on the body parts with the ribbings already on the sleeves, and then adding the ribbons on the end also. And the last part then was making the decorations. So first the sleeves, I ended up making like 5 lines, since it looks a lot neater than if I just used big ones. So little stitching, and same with the hearts. I was having a lot of trouble with the hearts. I ended up making the first one like maybe 10 times. First one was Sanada, by the way, because this string was the less annoying one to use. So Sanada was my test piece for that. And I tried making different subloons and stuff. Drawing on the material didn't work out because nothing would stick, so I basically had to use a heart subloon and then make the heart by the string, and then start decorating around it. It turned out pretty good. Some of the hearts are not as pretty as the other ones, but mostly they're okay at least. And yeah, I tried to make them look so that with the hood on or off it would still look good. Now the hood is kind of upside down. But yeah, basically they're supposed to be used with the hood on, since you can see the colors better, and I think they look cuter. Plus these little bears have some diamond earrings on one ear, which doesn't really matter that much, but still. I think they're pretty cute. I spent a lot of my Christmas holidays making these, but I'm really happy how they turned out to be. Yeah, I'm just hoping that Miss Snowman would get another chance to use these outfits at some point, because I'm such a sucker for all color-coded stuff. That should be about it. If you don't know about Miss Snowman yet, go learn about them, because they're my absolutely favorite group in Johnny's. Yeah. Bye bye.